Have you ever woken up and thought, I should be enjoying my golden years more than I am? Maybe you feel like the days are slipping by faster than you'd like, or that you haven't yet reached that point of peace and happiness you were expecting in your 70s. It's perfectly normal to have those thoughts, but what if I told you that your best years are still ahead of you? That the key to truly enjoying life after 70 is not about waiting for something to change, but about embracing the right mindset, habits, and lifestyle that will help you live fully, vibrantly, and with joy. In this video, we're going to dive into how you can enjoy life to the fullest after 70. Not by chasing some idealized version of the past, but by embracing the present and making the most of everything you have right now. We'll explore practical steps, powerful mindsets, and even some fun tips that can transform the way you see this stage of life. Let's begin with something that might sound simple, but it's one of the most important things you can do for your happiness. Embracing a positive mindset. It's no secret that aging can bring about changes, some physical, some emotional, and some mental. There are new challenges, sure, but there are also new possibilities. One of the most powerful things you can do is shift the way you think about aging itself. Too many people view getting older as something to be feared, something to be dreaded. But I believe that if you see aging as a time of growth, opportunity, and freedom, the way you experience life will change. Here's something to consider: the way you talk to yourself matters. If you wake up and immediately think, I'm too old for this, or I don't have the energy I once did, then you're starting your day with a mindset that limits you. On the other hand, if you wake up and say, I've got today, and I'm going to make the most of it, or I might be 70, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy life, you're creating an entirely different experience for yourself. You don't have to deny your challenges, but you also don't have to let them define you. Now, I know what you might be thinking: it's easier said than done, right? Yes, shifting your mindset can take practice, but the good news is that it's never too late to start. And the beauty of this change is that it doesn't require drastic measures. It's the little thoughts throughout the day that matter. The moments when you choose to be kind to yourself, when you choose to embrace the fact that you've earned this time in your life. So, I'd like to encourage you to start small. Next time you catch yourself thinking something negative about your age, try replacing that thought with something more empowering. Instead of saying, I'm too old to do this, say, I'm old enough to have wisdom and experience, and I can enjoy this moment. You'll be amazed at how this shift, over time, can change the way you approach everything. Moving on to the next aspect of enjoying life after 70, and this is one I'm really excited about: staying active. And I don't just mean physical activity. Yes, staying physically active is crucial, but I also mean staying active in your life, in your mind, and in your passions. It's easy to fall into the habit of slowing down when we reach this stage in life, but the truth is, we don't have to stop moving forward. Whether you're walking, gardening, learning something new, or simply engaging in activities that stimulate your mind, it's all about staying involved with life. Physical activity, for example, is one of the most important things you can do to stay happy and healthy as you age. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights, but regular movement, whether it's walking, swimming, or doing some gentle yoga, can improve your physical health, help you sleep better, and boost your mood. The benefits are so well documented. Exercise helps prevent chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and arthritis, and it can also help you maintain mobility and independence. But let's talk about another kind of activity: keeping your mind active. Sometimes we focus so much on the body that we forget about the mind. But let me tell you, your brain is just as important. You've probably heard that learning new things, solving puzzles, or reading can keep your mind sharp. But did you know that the more engaged you stay mentally, the better you'll feel emotionally, too? Taking up a new hobby or continuing a favorite pastime is a great way to stay mentally active. If you've always loved knitting, painting, or writing, now is the time to do it more often. If you've never tried something creative, like learning to play a musical instrument or taking a photography class, why not try it? These activities will not only keep your brain sharp, but they'll also keep you connected to what brings you joy and fulfillment. And it's not just about hobbies. Being socially active is just as important. Make time for your friends and family. Get involved in community activities, volunteer work, or even online groups where you can meet like-minded people. Engaging in social connections keeps you grounded, helps you feel valued, and can even provide you with opportunities to learn new things and grow. Now, I know that staying active isn't always easy, especially if you're dealing with health challenges or if you feel a bit worn down by life's ups and downs. But I promise you, it's worth it. And if you're feeling unsure about how to start, remember that any activity is better than none. Start small, whether it's taking a short walk, doing a crossword puzzle, or calling a friend. The important thing is to keep moving, both physically and mentally. Finally, let's talk about something that is so important, but often overlooked as we age: having fun. Too many people think that once they reach a certain age, the fun is over. But I'm here to tell you, fun isn't just for the young. If anything, now is the perfect time to rediscover the joy of life. Take a dance class, watch silly movies, play games with your grandchildren, travel to a place you've always wanted to visit, or try out a new hobby that excites you. Life is meant to be enjoyed, and the more you make time for play and laughter, the more vibrant and happy you'll feel. Let's face it, aging doesn't have to be about slowing down or shutting off the fun. It can be about finding new ways to enjoy yourself, even if it looks different than it did in your younger years. There's no age limit for having a good time, and when you make fun a priority, it can bring a lot of happiness and energy into your life. Now, I know we've covered a lot of ground so far. Embracing a positive mindset, staying active in all areas of your life, and making fun a priority. These are the building blocks for living your best life after 70. But we're just getting started. In the next part of this video, we'll dive deeper into even more strategies that can help you enjoy life to the fullest and continue to live with purpose, energy, and joy. Now that we've covered how to embrace a positive mindset, stay active, and prioritize fun in your life, let's move on to some more essential elements that can truly transform the way you experience your later years. If you're anything like many of us, you've probably spent a good portion of your life focusing on others, your children, your career, your responsibilities. But now, it's time to focus on you. It's time to rediscover your passions and give yourself the time and space to pursue what makes you feel alive. I want to start with one simple thought: it's never too late to try something new. One of the most common misconceptions about aging is that we should stop exploring new interests or trying things we've never done before. But nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, the later years of life can be the best time to reinvent yourself or dive deeper into a hobby or skill you've always wanted to explore. It could be learning a new language, picking up an instrument, or starting an art project you've been putting off. The possibilities are endless. Why is this so important? Because new experiences, challenges, and skills are not only fun, but they also help to keep your brain sharp and boost your sense of accomplishment. It's easy to get stuck in a routine, but when you break out of it, you'll find yourself feeling more engaged with life. I've heard from so many people in their 70s and beyond who have taken up painting, birdwatching, or even starting a blog, activities that brought them a sense of purpose and joy. The key is not about being perfect at something, but rather about embracing the joy of learning and creating. Let me give you an example. I spoke with a woman named Joan, who's in her early 70s. For years, she had always loved the idea of learning how to play the piano, but she never had the time to pursue it. But once she retired, she made a decision: she was going to do it. Now, she practices daily, and not only has it brought her a new sense of pride, but it's also given her a whole new community of people to connect with through piano lessons and performances. It's stories like Joan's that remind us of the power of pushing past self-doubt and going after what we truly desire. Next up is something that can sometimes feel like a challenge: nurturing your relationships. As we age, our social circles can naturally shrink. Sometimes, it feels like family members are busy with their own lives, or friends might have moved away. But maintaining meaningful relationships is one of the most important factors in happiness and well-being as we age. I want to encourage you to invest time in the people who lift you up, and if you find that your social circle isn't as full as you'd like, don't hesitate to expand it. This might mean reconnecting with old friends, making an effort to spend more time with family, or even seeking out new friendships in places like local community centers, senior clubs, or even online groups. The wonderful thing about relationships is that it's never too late to build or rebuild connections that bring joy and support. You might also find that, as you grow older, you have a different sense of what you truly value in your relationships. Perhaps you no longer have the time or energy for drama or negativity, and you've become more selective about who you spend your time with. And that's okay. Surround yourself with people who are positive, supportive, and truly care about you. These kinds of relationships can provide deep emotional fulfillment and help you feel more connected to the world around you. Another powerful way to nurture your relationships and stay connected with others is by giving back to your community. Volunteering is not only an incredible way to make a positive impact, but it can also give you a sense of purpose and joy. There's something deeply rewarding about helping others and knowing that your time and efforts are making a difference. Whether it's volunteering at a local food bank, helping out at a shelter, or mentoring younger people, giving back will keep you active, engaged, and full of purpose. Now, let's talk about something that might seem a little more challenging: accepting your aging body and the changes that come with it. As we get older, our bodies don't always work the way they once did. Sometimes, it's hard not to feel frustrated with the aches, pains, or limitations we experience. But what if we could shift our mindset on this? Instead of focusing on what we've lost, we can focus on what we still have. Here's the thing: our bodies are still amazing, no matter how old we are. The fact that you're still here, experiencing life, and able to enjoy all the things you do is something to be grateful for. It's important to honor your body, take care of it, and work with it, not against it. If you need to slow down or adapt your activity level, that's okay. You can still enjoy life and stay active by adjusting to what feels good and what works for your body now. Perhaps this means embracing gentle exercises, like stretching, swimming, or yoga. Or it could mean focusing more on nutrition, eating wholesome foods that support your energy and joint health. The idea is to honor your body by being kind to it. Focus on what your body can do and what you can still enjoy. You may not be able to run as fast or lift as much as you once did, but you can still walk, dance, stretch, and enjoy the world around you. By shifting the focus from what's not working to what is, you'll develop a healthier relationship with your body and create a greater sense of contentment and acceptance. It's about being kind to yourself, knowing that it's okay to change and that change doesn't mean you're less than. It means you're living life at the pace that's right for you. As we continue down this path to happiness and fulfillment, we're going to delve into a few more essential strategies that will help you make the most of your years. But for now, let's pause for a moment to reflect. The idea of embracing new experiences, nurturing relationships, and accepting your body are key elements that lay the foundation for a fulfilling and joyful life after 70. Now that we've explored how to embrace new experiences, nurture relationships, and take good care of our bodies, let's dive into some final, yet equally important elements that can help you enjoy life after 70. These aren't just strategies, they're mindsets and habits that will empower you to live each day with purpose and joy. One of the greatest gifts you can give yourself is the ability to stay curious. Curiosity is the key to staying young at heart. It doesn't matter how old you are, being curious about the world around you can open up new avenues for learning and adventure. The world is full of wonder, and your curiosity is a bridge to experiencing it. When we're young, we're naturally curious. We ask questions, we explore new places, and we seek out new experiences. But as we get older, it's easy to fall into a routine and let that curiosity fade. Don't let it. Stay curious about the world. Ask questions. Learn new things. Discover new hobbies. If something piques your interest, dive into it. This could be anything from gardening to history, photography, or even technology. The possibilities are endless, and the world is still full of mysteries waiting to be discovered. By staying curious, you create a sense of excitement and wonder in your life, which is essential to maintaining a youthful mindset. You'll also discover things that can bring you fulfillment in unexpected ways. For example, if you've always had a passing interest in writing, try starting a journal or even a blog. You'll be amazed at how engaging it can be and how it sparks creativity that you may not have realized was there. Now, let's talk about something many people tend to overlook: financial freedom and independence. I know it might sound like a heavy topic, but hear me out. As we age, we often start to think more about security and stability, but it's important to find a balance between preparing for the future and still enjoying the present. Financial worries can cause unnecessary stress, but the more you plan and manage your finances wisely, the less you'll have to worry in the years ahead. This doesn't mean you need to be a financial expert, but it's about making sure that your retirement savings are aligned with your needs. It's also about budgeting in a way that allows you to enjoy your life without fear. Maybe this means reviewing your expenses, setting realistic goals, or even finding ways to supplement your income, like part-time work or hobbies that bring in a little extra cash. The goal is to maintain a sense of financial independence, so you can continue living life on your terms without feeling burdened. Financial freedom also ties into the freedom of choice. When you're financially stable, you can choose to spend your time doing things that bring you happiness, whether it's traveling, trying new activities, or simply enjoying the peace and comfort of your own home. It gives you the ability to focus on what truly matters, not just what you have to do to make ends meet. Another important aspect of enjoying life after 70 is finding balance. It can be easy to go all in on one aspect of life, work, family, health, etc., and forget about other areas that also require attention. But as you've probably learned over the years, life is about finding a healthy balance between all the things that matter to you. It's not just about spending time on what you feel like doing, but creating time for everything that makes your life whole. For instance, you might dedicate time each day to exercise, but you also want to make time for socializing with friends, relaxing at home, and perhaps working on a personal project or hobby. Balancing your time between these different activities allows you to feel fulfilled in all areas of your life. And remember, it's okay to say no to things that don't align with your values or goals. Prioritizing your time wisely means that you're in control, and it's up to you to choose where to direct your energy. Finally, let's touch on something that I think is incredibly important: gratitude. At any stage in life, but especially in your later years, it's easy to fall into the trap of focusing on what's missing or what's not quite the way you'd like it. But there's incredible power in practicing gratitude daily. When you make gratitude a habit, you start to shift your focus from what you don't have to what you do have. Gratitude helps us embrace the present moment and recognize the small joys in life. Maybe you're grateful for a sunny day, a cup of tea with a friend, or a good book you're reading. Maybe you're grateful for the ability to still get out for a walk, or for the memories you've made throughout your life. Gratitude has a way of magnifying the beauty of life, no matter what age you are. You don't need to wait for something big to happen to feel grateful. Each day offers opportunities to feel thankful, and it's in these moments that you'll find true happiness. Start a gratitude journal if you haven't already. Each morning or night, write down a few things you're thankful for. It can be as simple as being thankful for your health or for the people you love. By focusing on what's good in your life, you'll naturally attract more positivity and joy. And here's one more thing to keep in mind: embracing change. As we get older, we sometimes find it harder to adapt to the changes around us. But life is constantly changing, and the key to enjoying your later years is to embrace those changes with an open heart. Instead of resisting new technologies or ways of doing things, try to adapt and see how they can benefit you. Whether it's learning how to use a smartphone, trying out a new form of exercise, or exploring new ways of staying connected with loved ones, change can open up a whole new world of possibilities. Remember, the more open we are to change, the more we can embrace all the good things that come with it. Life is full of unexpected gifts, and sometimes, the best way to enjoy life after 70 is to stay flexible and allow the world to surprise you. As we come to the end of this journey to discovering how to truly enjoy life after 70, I hope these ideas have sparked something inside you. It's about finding your joy, pursuing what makes you happy, and continuing to live with curiosity, connection, and gratitude. Remember, no matter where you are in life, it's never too late to reclaim your happiness. Embrace your journey, savor the small moments, and don't forget to take care of yourself along the way. Here's to living your best life at any age. Don't be afraid to take that first step toward a fulfilling and joyful future. You've got this.